How's it going? Empress Justice here, and welcome to the early June reading for Caps. This is for Uttara Ashada, Shravana, and Dhanishta. And for my Western Cappies in the house, you can check your Sun, Moon, and Lagna. Okay, now let's get to your cards. So first card you've got is the Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. I've been getting this card a lot lately, Caps. Yeah, I've been getting this card a lot myself, so I can relate to what you're about to go through right now. We've got the Five of Spring. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. I don't think that's... Hold on. I think... It's strange, Capricorn, because I feel like you've kind of cracked something, cracked a code. You've kind of, and I feel like the code is about you. It's about you, what's going on within yourself. The Sun, it's like clarity. You're experiencing clarity that's coming from within, and because of that clarity, you are kind of regrouping. You're on your own, regrouping almost. But with this, it's like other people don't see your vision. You're surrounded by people who really, really want to do what's best for you, but it's like they don't listen. And it's almost like they're trying to do what's best for you for their own benefit and not yours. And I feel like that's usually what gets in the way of people actually doing the best for each other. We always want to do the best for each other in a way that pleases us and not the other person. And I feel like that is gonna be some obstacle in your path, Capricorn. That's what I feel like it's going to do. But you already know what's up. You know what you want, and you know what the right objective is, right? You know for yourself. So it's like there's no point talking for you, Cappy, right? But this card right here, yeah, I feel like it says let go, but I feel like you are doing that. I feel like you are letting go, and you are just allowing yourself to, yeah, I feel like you are doing that. You're just allowing yourself to regroup and rethink how you want to live your life, how you want to approach things. I feel like you're in a good place mentally. Some of you Cappies could be mentally in a really good place. Like maybe your life isn't as orderly as you'd like it to be, but the irony is that the more chaotic life is, the more Cappies seem to be happy. I don't know, I know how it sounds, but it's like, what's so strange about Capricorn is that you can complain more when things are going right. When things are going right, that's when you're usually full of complaints. That's how people know things are going your way, is when you start complaining about things, and especially things that don't matter. But you're not as unhappy right now, and your mind is clearer than normal, which means that for some of you Cappies, there is some chaos going on in your life. But again, because of the way that you handle it, you're not the type of sign to be like, oh my God, everything's going wrong. You know, there's a little part of you that's like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Like there's a part of you that's just glad that you don't have to deal with everything, you know, pretending to be perfect all the time. You don't have to deal with everything being right. You don't have to deal with everything being, you know, everything's just dandy. Like you're happy that you don't have to put up with that crap. Now everything's a disaster that it is. Now you have more to work with, and you have more to kind of sustain yourself with almost. You have more to work with here because, you know, everything is out in the open. Everything's truthful. We've got the Fool card. Fresh starts are around the corner, and it's going to be a fresh start that you have engineered. You have engineered this fresh start. It wasn't engineered for you. Some of you Cappies have been taking control of your life, and it's very, very evident that you've been doing that. Okay? Now, let's get the second card. Beware of taking on too much on your own. Okay? Ask for help when you need it. You won't always get it, but the fact that you're asking, you're putting it out into the universe. When you ask for help, you're putting it out there, which means even though you might ask people and they might not materialize something, spirit is likely to materialize something, even if other people don't. I should know because this happened to me. You've got the 7 of Cups. Working too hard and wishful thinking, I think, on your part. The wishful thinking, what is it about? The snake. For Cappies, I think you're feeling like you can turn, hang on. No, because that signifies danger. That's a dragon. The snake signifies something else. Don't get to thinking that you've outsmarted your opponents. Don't get to thinking that. Because even though you are smarter than them, sometimes being smarter than your enemies can be your Achilles heel. And I know I'm your classic gifted neurodivergent that burned out in adulthood and regressed. So I know exactly what I'm talking about here. Sometimes being smarter than everyone else in terms of being book smart and thinking too much, sometimes that can go against you. And all it takes is some lunatic to come along and flip the board. So don't assume that you're smarter than everybody else because the truth is out. Don't ever make that assumption. I've had to learn that. You got to learn that. Just because the truth is out doesn't mean you know everything. This is where you have to kind of wait and be patient and understand. But I think that you're going to do that. But also I think this represents a masculine or male person that's on your side. Again, these are one of the people that are disagreeing with you, but they're not disagreeing with you because they hate you or because they don't see it for you. They're disagreeing because they want what's best for you. But again, in order for them to do what's best for you, they need to listen. They need to pay attention. All right. Now, I haven't even read your notes yet. First off, let's talk about the houses because those are the most important. You want to focus on your 11th house because of where the full moon and Anuradha was. So your 11th house is taking up the majority of your attention, your peer groups, your destiny, your life purpose. How you are to be of service to your community. That's the 11th house and that's what you're focusing on. Also, the 11th is your chosen family. The 5th house is the family that you create. Yeah. It's also to do with romance. It's to do with love affairs. It's to do with children. It's to do with, It's to do with children. It's to do with like the deepest joy within yourself. So even though you want to focus on doing what's good for the collective, for the community, right now you're better off thinking about what's best for you and what's best for the community that you want to exist in and that you want to create. Okay, so for here, the notes, you've got truth seeker, project management, destined to teach, and ideas meeting opposition. Again, you are on an enlightened path that you've created a new path out of. Like you're on an enlightened path and you know what you're talking about, you know what you've seen, but there are people who are going to disagree with you. Again, it's not rooted in malice. It's not rooted in malice, so don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. But something tells me you won't anyway, because you're Cappies and you don't ordinarily take too much personally, because you're Saturnian signs. The Saturnian signs are used to things that don't make sense. That's what you're used to. So I wouldn't take it personally that people are not understanding where you're coming from. Just let people be who they are. Let them think what they think. You've got some stuff to do, Cappy. When it comes to your home, your professional life, your even your love life, some of you. You got stuff to be doing. You do not have the time to be running up behind people trying to convince them that you are who you say you are. You ain't got the time for that. You need to get moving. So that was it for my beautiful caps. That was for Uttara Ashada, Shravana and Dhanishta, and for my Western Cappies, Sun, Moon and Lagna. I am Empress Justice, and I'll see you in the next reading, hopefully, if the DEWs don't get me. Bye-bye, my darlings.